Hi guys, you're joining me today. We're going to be rolling some baits with a new Smart Fish Liquid from MAINLINE. We've put together a base mix and we're going to see how it comes out. Robin from Invoke Baits has managed to help us. He's going to lend us or let us use his equipment. Awesome new machine he's got. We're going to do probably about 10 kilos of base mix, maybe 15 kilos of bait within our next hour or so, and then put it to the test next weekend in our session. So here's the base mix. And then what we're going to do is incorporate these liquids. So while waiting for the base mix to mix thoroughly, we're going to add the Smart Liquid. You'll see it's a slightly darker color. What we've done is added some darkener powder into it, just so we don't want a bright pinkish bait. So we're going to just throw 200 ml into the water here because we're using egg powder. So roughly about 200 ml, 200 grams, sorry. Okay. And then we'll just mix this liquid thoroughly. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take some powder, throw it in the bucket, and just weigh it out to be exact, and then we'll match it up with a perfect amount of liquid, put it into the mixer. Once it's mixed the right consistency, we'll put it into the extruder and then put it through the machine. We're going to do 4 kilos of powder. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do is we're slowly going to pour this in bit by bit, just to get the consistency right. You don't want to overdo it all at once, so we'll let it work itself through. Now we let it mix until it gets the perfect consistency, and then we'll move it over into the extruder. So what we're going to do now is we're going to feel if we're happy with the consistency. If so, then we'll just take it out, put it into the extruder, start extruding the bait. I think that's about right, eh? Okay, let's put this into the extruder. You can do the honors of clipping the masterpiece out. Okay, you want this bowl there, or how do you want to work?
Pick it up.
Okay. So now we're just going to basically work the bait to shape to fit into the extruder. It makes things a lot easier and quicker. Oh, that feels good. I'll take this away. How many kilos goes in there?
About 6 kilos.
Okay. So the ideal thing to have is not to have your bait too sticky that it actually sticks to the table. This way it doesn't build up on the rollers itself and give you an uneven bait. Ideally you want to roll the perfect bait first time round, and you don't want any build up on the rollers, otherwise you're going to have to start having like oval baits and stuff, which we don't want, which is not ideal. Okay, that's perfect. So yeah, we've loaded the bait. So it is compressed it as much as possible so we don't get any air pockets. And get the perfect nozzle and then fill it with air and then push the bait out through the machine. So as you can see, this extruder is quite secure. What's the amount of pressure going through here?
6 bars.
So you're pushing 6 bars through here, and if that thing's not screwed on properly, you're going to have quite a hole in the wall, I think. So what we're going to do now is you're going to open the air, get as much of any air pocket that there is in there out, so it doesn't explode in the sausage itself when coming out. But we'll do this slowly. Once all that is out and we're happy with the result, we'll open the air up and we'll start getting a sausage coming out a lot quicker. As you can see, it's coming out very slow to start off with, just to make sure there's no air pockets or anything inside. Then once we're happy, it will slowly increase. As you can see here, perfectly round, perfect shape bait, exactly what we're looking for. Robin he's got it down to the T with all the settings, perfectly round. Okay, so what you do after you've put it in the machine, it's come out perfectly round, you put in the water to boil. Once they start floating, more or less, then you know they're ready to go. So from here, we just transfer it to the tray so it can cool down. You also don't want them to cook for too long, and you actually break down the bait itself. So as soon as we start getting some floaters on top, we take the bait out and then let them air dry for 12 to 24 hours. So here's the last batch of bait. We're going to just take it out so it can cool down. Just pour it here. So we should roughly have about 6 to 7 kilos of bait with that 4 kilos of base mix. And then yeah, these ones you can see they've been cooling for about 20 minutes or so. Perfectly round. It's got its color nice and dark. Exactly what we wanted from the beginning. So we'll see how these do on our next session. Lekker. Lekker.